All right, so we're recording and welcome to the team call for 413 Global Team Coaches. And today is the 24th of March, and we're going to get started on our weekly meetings from now on. So if you're watching this recorded, put it in your calendar that from now on Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be getting together as a team to learn, to share, and everything that works. We're going to be sharing best practices. We're going to be sharing stories, and we're going to be sharing announcements for events coming up and everything. Okay. So typically the call gets started with announcements. So quickly to let you know that on April 10th, it's going to be Super Weekend. So you need to jot that down in your calendar. Super Weekend is the event that Beachbody holds every quarter to let us know exactly what's going on with the company for the next 2 or 3 quarters. So they start putting out things that they're going to come for the summer around April. And then in the summer, they do another Super Weekend. And that's going to tell us what they're going to do for the end of the year. So that's April 10th. So put it in your calendar. You may get together with people in your house and watch it. Um, Anybody can watch it, really. Any coach clients, they could watch it just to let them know what's coming. It's geared towards coaches, but you can choose to do whatever you want to do with that. Some people just make it a big party. It's up to you how you run your super weekend. We used to call them Super Saturdays. So if you hear me say Super Saturday, it's because I'm talking about Super Weekend. It used to be Super Saturday. So now we call it Super Weekends. So the next event that I want to put on the calendar is our uh, retreat for diamonds, and it's going to be held in Orlando, Florida. So anybody that qualifies for diamond from April 1st forward is going to be eligible to, well, if you for the first time qualifying for diamond from April 1st forward, you got it. You can get in. All right. If you are already a diamond and you hold your rank from April 1st all the way through consecutively through May 6th, you qualify. All right. But here, I'm going to tell you this, limited space. All right. What we did, here's what we did, right? We rented a home, Airbnb. Okay. These are homes that have like 9 rooms. It's huge with a pool and everything. And we're going to be getting together in there, and we're going to be talking about vision, strategy. We're going to learn a lot. We party too. Uh, we have some cocktails, we go out. So we do have fun, okay? And it's gonna be in Orlando. Obviously, we're gonna go out in Orlando. Um, we reached the top or the tip, I should call it, because one house is full. So this is pushing us to rent another one. So we're gonna rent another one. So we're gonna have 2 houses, okay? Each one has a capacity around 16 people. One is full. We have 18 people registered. So right now we need the rest from new diamonds, people that have a vision to advance their business. You can do it. You got everything. I've seen the record held in the team is 11 days. I know this. You can do it if you set your mind to it and you focus. You can do it because I've seen somebody come from nothing, just entering the business, and they go, "So how do I do this?" And we just said, "This is the structure for diamond. This many people are left. This many people are right. Hit it." And then in 11 days they hit it. I was like, dang, oh, what was that? But they did it. They earned a retreat, and we ended up in the beach house that time. We had a beach house at that time. So I encourage that you do what you got to do, focus, and being at those retreats is amazing. It's really amazing. So that's going to be on the 29th. Is it 29th? No. Is it the 29th, Diana? 29th?
20.
Yeah, 29, 30, 30, and the 1st. Yeah. So 29, 30, and the 1st of April, 29, 30, and 1st of May. So it's going to be 3 full days of us just getting together. And I mean, we're going to have fun. All right. If you choose to travel with your husband, you're going to have to get a place on your own. You cannot have the, couples living it up in there. I'm the exemption. Yes, I am the exemption. So that I mean, all the ladies know me and there's no issue there. So I'm the exemption of the entire group. But I do like guys to come because I do want to hang out with them. But remember, if you do bring your spouse, you've got to get your own place. So you can stay in a hotel nearby, or you can rent an Airbnb nearby and make it work. Okay, we did it for a couple of events and it worked out beautifully because I want to be barbecuing and talking to a guy and nothing against you, girl, but I'd rather have some testosterone around me. All right, so 29, 30, and 1st, be there. Okay, you can register, talk to your coach, your upline, Diamond Star Diamond. They know the details for the link to register. It's a $200 non-refundable registration. All right. If you lose the qualification, sorry, but it's to pay the place. We don't make money off of this. It's just to cover the costs. All right. So I'll see you there. And the last one is we're going to have a coach summit for the team. All right. I know that coach summit was canceled by the company, but the team is still having coach summit. All right. Where are we going to have it? Orlando, Florida. Yes. All routes and everything that we got to do is going to be right now for Florida. Why? Because it's one of the most open states. All right. So we did a deal with a hotel, and we're going to be able to stay in this hotel. We got 30 rooms blocked off. So whoever registers, as soon as we put it up and people take that room, they could take it. The rooms are up to 4 people per room. Okay, it varies from $199 a night to $250 a night, depending on how many people stay in the room. You guys are getting first thing. Right now, this hasn't even gone out to the team. You guys are getting first news about this because I just signed the contract this afternoon. All right, so huge. I mean, we're gonna be having some fun this summer. Why? Because if you choose to go to one of those theme parks and go as a team, what? And you can make like t-shirts and all that stuff, have fun, take pictures, do it. Start planning right now with your team. Start planning with your girls, whatever you got to do. All right. I'm going to put the details in the group as soon as I get the Eventbrite. I'm going to make an Eventbrite for it not tonight. It's going to be tomorrow. So once I have it done, if the details don't go out tomorrow, give me another day. But it's going to be amazing. I'm still working out what the price per ticket is, but it's going to be around the $300 range. All right. So start thinking in your head what's going to be. So I'm making the calculations right now. And remember, this is going to be a team effort. All right. I'm going to need everybody in leadership to help us out and so that the event is memorable for those that are new. They've never been to a coach summit. They've never been to a large event. But those of us that have, we're going to try to mimic a $1 billion corporation like Beachbody, but it's not going to. I know we're going to do our best to try to mimic what they do. So we're going to have fun. All right. So those are the announcements. And Coach Summit for 413 Global is going to be July 14, 15, and 16. July 14, 15, 16 in Orlando, Florida. Most people are coming down to Florida on the 13th, leaving on the 18th. That's what most people are. So what did I do for the hotel? I told them block from the 13th to the 18th. So you can book your hotel room when I put up the link from the 13th to the 18th. So they're going to have it open for that. Remember, it's limited availability. It's going to be 30 rooms and they're going to go fast. So as soon as I put the link, take care of yourself. And like I said, some people are going to have, they're going to share it. They're going to share it between 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, even better. All right. So as we get started with this call right now, I just want to touch really basic concepts to the business. All right. So understanding in the kind of business that we are is very important as you start as a coach. And this is something that I'm going to tell you. I'm very straightforward. If you have an issue with people that are straightforward, I need you to start like being a little flexible with me because I am. We've been in this business since 2011, my wife and I. So this year is going to be 10 years as coaches. We've seen a lot. I've seen Beachbody leadership shift. The only thing that hasn't changed is really Carl Daikeler and the co-owner John Conlon. Everybody else has shifted under us. We've seen leadership come and by and all that kind of stuff. We've seen the company grow from United States to Canada to UK to France. And I know that next year we should have Mexico opening sometime, but we're going to see the growth. And I could tell you a lot about what Beachbody can do. All right, I've seen the growth. We've seen the leadership. We know the vision that Carl Daikeler has for this company. And they've been able to bring this brand to about $1 billion a year in revenue. All right, this is not a small company. So you're affiliated with a company that's very serious in the fitness space. And I know I read a book back in 2005 from Paul St. Pilzer. And one of the things that he said is that the markets that are super, I would say people get positioned for success in the 6 figures to 7 figures is in the health and wellness business and having an at-home business. Okay. And because we're a network company, we fit those 2 categories. This type of company creates millionaires, right? One of the things that we're proud of is that we already surpassed the 7-figure income, my wife and I as a couple. And it really has changed the way we think about the value that people bring to the market. Because I didn't finish college short of a bachelor's, and my wife never done anything about college. And my wife and I, to be able to produce this kind of income is amazing. For us to be able to build a team of people that truly care about helping others, this is just mind-blowing. It's life-changing. So when my wife and I got started, we were not looking to build a business. We were just looking to lose weight. And we didn't know that there was such a potential. I knew it was a networking company. My wife did not know. And my wife got interested because people started asking her based on her results. Her results started something in her where she was like, how can I help these people that keep asking me? And then she said, could you imagine if I could help people and get paid for this? And me, I knew that it was a networking company. And I told her, hey, there is an opportunity in this company because they are a networking company since 2007. They were not a networking company. They were just an infomercial company. And it catches a lot of people by surprise that Beachbody turned into a network, because the reason they did it is because the clients that were getting results turned into coaches. And in the message boards and all the chats and everything, people are just helping each other. And Carl Daikeler was like, well, I see an opportunity here. Let's turn it into a network. And they did it. When we did that jump, we did not know and could not imagine that today we would have 3,000 plus coaches in our organization and thousands of clients. I mean, in the tens of thousands. So these are things that we know that you can do, because you are positioned at the right time right now, with the right company and the right compensation in the right environment. So I want you to feel at ease where you are right now. And that's why I wanted to open with that, because sometimes it takes people to understand where they're positioned, because you're going to get, how can I put this? You're going to get skeptics. You're going to get people that come to you and like, really? Does that really work? Is that something viable, or is that something legit? How is that even possible? Because when you present it to people as a business, if they're employees, if they're people that are used to working for a paycheck or turning their hours for paychecks, they don't understand what you're talking about. But if you are ever in the line of a business, understand that the market pays for value. They don't pay for your hours. They pay for the value that you bring to the market. So once you understand that concept, now you know how to bring it to the social networks. When you understand that principle, you say, okay, am I being valuable to people that watch me on the social? And if you are, you're going to get paid. Believe me, it's coming. It's coming because they trust you. So if you understand that from the beginning, and you focus and you cast a vision, this is going to work for you. So first thing I want to talk about is vision. And it's something that many people don't understand. like when we got into coaching, my wife didn't quite understand what vision is. You don't learn this in school. It's like, this doesn't get taught in school. Have a vision for your life. They only tell you go get a good education so you can get a job. That's all they tell you. Go pay some bills after that. Pay your student loan, pay your mortgage, pay your car note. It's like there's no vision in society right now. And that's one of the biggest pitfalls that we're experiencing with everyone around us. So what do we want to be? We want to be the type of person that has a vision for their life. And I invite you to start thinking, where do I want to be 2 to 3 years from now? Where do I want to live? Where do I want my finances to be? If I'm going to be in a new house, how big is it going to be? Where is it going to be? Is this going to be a house in the mountains? Is this going to be a house by the beach? Where do you want it? Sometimes you should think, what car should be in the driveway? So just start envisioning your future as to where you want it to be. And if you do that, then you're going to have to reverse engineer that vision, right? So this is where the uncomfortable part comes in. You cast a vision and you say, I want a house. Let's say I want a house in the mountains. I want it to be 3,000 square feet. I want it to just be able to have a 4-bedroom, nice, ample area, a couple of acres so that I can chill. Okay, so if you're gonna do that, how much does it cost? And let's just say it's 300,000. Let's just say it's $300,000. Then how much money do you need to make in the next 2 to 3 years for you to make that happen? Do you have any hurdles in the way that you got to take care of, such as debt? And if you have debt to take care of, how are you going to take care of it? If you have to accumulate a down payment for it, how are you going to take care of it? These are things that you've got to start thinking about for your future, for your family, for what you want to accomplish with this business, which is totally possible. So that's why I want to start with vision in this call, because many people start the business and they just start with emotions and get tired. And then you get burned out. And then you're like, man, I just keep doing and I keep doing and I keep doing, but I don't get anywhere. And that's because you didn't start with a vision. You have to start with a vision. Once you start with a vision, reverse engineer that vision. How do you reverse engineer? You got to see, what do I need to accomplish that? What do I need to accomplish that? So if your goal is, I want to make an addition to my home. What kind of addition? Okay, I want to make a bigger playroom or something to the house. Then how much is that going to cost? Go get some quotes. Even though you don't got the money right now, who cares? Get some quotes. Get some companies to come give you something. And then you're like, okay, it's going to cost me $30,000 to do a new addition to this area, blah, 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 the way I want it. Now, what do I got to do to get that 30K? So you start thinking, okay, am I going to wait 2 years or am I going to do this in 1 year? And if you're going to do it in 1 year, divide 30K by 12 months. How much is that goal per month? How much volume and how many coaches and how many clients should be going through your business to make that happen? So this is when the challenge pack comes into play. This is when team volume comes into play. And that's how you can start planning for your budget. But many coaches that start without a vision and they don't reverse engineer their vision, it's hard because they got nothing that wakes them up in the morning. They actually need like somebody to motivate them to get up. No, let your vision pull you out of bed. If you allow your vision to pull you out of bed, you never need someone to motivate you. Guarantee it. And somebody asks us, what motivates you guys? How come you guys like get up every day and you're doing this for 10 years almost? What keeps you motivated? Our vision is pretty big. Our vision is large. Our vision is 9 figures. Our vision is very big. So when we have a vision that pulls us, I don't need motivation. I don't need somebody to come motivate get me out of bed and tell me what to do and how to get it done, because I know where I'm going. My wife and I, we have a plan. We know how many people it'll take to get that done, and that's why we keep working. So how many people do we have to change their lives? How many people do we have to get healthy and fit? We know the number. Do you know your number? And if you don't know your number, then get to work. Reverse engineer your vision. So just to give you a ballpark, every challenge pack pays you around $50 to $60, let's just say. And how many people do you need to help on a weekly basis to get a good customer base going? Based on your goal. Do you want to make $200 to $300 a week? Then we're talking about 5 to 6 people. 5 to 6 people. And if you want a passive income, you need to have at least 10 customers buying Shakeology every week. So get there. How do you get there? Be consistent. What's the building block for this business? And you hear us all the time talking about it and praising people. It's called Success Club. And if you haven't qualified Success Club, learn what Success Club is. Your goal should be to qualify Success Club every month. At a minimum, Success Club 5. But if you really want to build an empire, it needs to be around 20 to 25 every month. That's where we started. Okay. That's when we start. When we started, that's where we saw that it was substantial income. But when we used to do 6 points, 10 points, that was just enough to keep us afloat, to pay Shakeology and a couple of things here and there. And my wife would do her hair. But when we started getting serious, she was making 20 points, 25 points. How did I help my wife? I used to refer friends. I used to just, at work, I used to just refer people. I kept my emerald alive and that which kept her diamond alive. That was my job. Keep your emerald. Okay, I'll do that. That was my job. And I used to keep it with friends from work. Let's see. I used to invite them to work out or something, and they got on Shakeology, and that kept my emerald alive. And that was my job for a good year or so when we got started. So as you get started, yes, get your husband involved. If he doesn't want to get involved full, at least get him to maintain that emerald, or you maintain it for him. Okay. How do you do that? You help him sponsor clients or coaches. All right. He needs to know this. So I don't want you to build a fake emerald in the business. You build a fake emerald, you're going to pay the price later. Don't do that. Let him know what you're doing. Show him what you're doing. Okay. I know that at first some ladies have a hard time selling this business because some people are skeptical to their husbands, but show him the money. You show him the money, you show him the tax returns are real, he's gonna pay attention. It's one of the things that I told one of the superstar diamonds in our team and Team Eagle. And she was very concerned. She wanted to quit. She came to me and she said, Carlos, my husband wants for me to leave this or we're gonna split. And I said, do you really want to leave Beachbody? And she's like, no, this changed my life. I lost 100 pounds. And I was like, okay, bet. This is what you got to do. Open a separate account and put the money in there. When the accounting time comes around, he's going to pay attention. So what did she do? She paid off a car and that had like a $19,000 balance on it. And she paid off, I think it was like $7,000 of his student loans. And then the accountant was like, hey, she made around $28,000 last year. Where do we want to compute this? And he was like, how much? He thought it was just a little business his wife had, just little something. But when he saw that she brought part-time, because she was in the Board of Education, she was some kind of director in the Board of Education in Miami. And she was able to make part-time 28K. When was the last time you can give yourself a raise of 28K? So she did that, impressed him, and he paid attention ever since. Who is she today? Superstar Diamond, Saudi Almonte, 7-figure earner. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. You have the same potential, but all you gotta do is focus on your vision. Focus, 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 focus. And people in this team that have made the leap and has actually focused on their vision, they're already scratching the 6-figure or over the 6 figures already. Some people here can tell you what it's like to come from nothing to having freedom. And you can have it. I'm telling you, it feels amazing to drive a car that's debt free, to have no credit card debt, to owe no man, no thing. It's amazing. It's a blessing. And I want that for you. I want you to experience that. And there's people here that heard me say this as a brand new coach, and now they're living it. I just love it. I love to see couples succeed. And by the way, you'll see that we attract a lot of couples into our business, and like really powerful couples, because we act as a couple. You know, we do business together. It's not easy. I'll tell you that. It's not easy. We have our days that we don't agree on things, but it is so worth it. It is very worth it. So vision. I hope you're clear on what I'm telling you. You got to have a vision first. Learn how to reverse engineer your vision. The next thing is your mindset. And I want to put this example out. There are two types of people on this earth, but let's just say the United States. There's two types of people. There's the 98 percenters and there's the 2 percenters. Okay? 98% of the population is either dead or dead broke by the age of 65. And their hope to get rich is winning the lottery. Yeah. 2% go out and make it happen. 2% actually say, you know what? I have a vision, I got something to work towards, and make it happen. They don't wait for a handout. They actually go get it. 98% feels entitled. 2% goes for it. I mean, they don't wait for things to come to them. 98% works for a paycheck, while the 2% is going for this, like they're doing this for impact. The more people you impact, the more money you're gonna make. So people with 2% mentality are not worried about how much they're gonna make, because as long as you focus on impact, you're gonna get paid. Believe that. The market pays for value. 98% of the population depends on friends, family, and the government. While 2% depends on their abilities. 2% depends on their skills. %98 of the population keep doing the same thing, even though they are mistakes, they keep doing them. That's called insanity. 2% find a way around problems. 2% are resourceful people. They don't drown in problems. 98% are complainers. 2% are problem solvers. They just, what do we got to do? Where do we got to go? 98% have priorities in the wrong place. Mm-hmm. In this team, we teach God, self, spouse, kids, extended family, then work. Then work, and then our business. So if I ever see you in our team putting the business before your spouse, I'm going to direct you right back to your priorities. Because 98% have the priorities in the wrong place. 2%ers have the priorities in the right place. We put the value where it goes. Okay, you got a stewardship, and you were given stewardship over your home. your spouse, your family, I need you to be there first, not the business. Okay? I want you to pencil in the business after you've taken care of the needs of your family. And I'm talking about your immediate, like in your house. I'm not talking about your cousin. I'm not talking about church service. I'm not talking about volunteering at church either. Volunteering at church is at the bottom, which is community building. And community building is important, but not a top priority. If your house is not in order, you should not be in a community trying to build others when you got to build your house or you got to build your home. I'm telling you this because I've seen it. People get their priorities out of whack. And remember what I told you at the beginning of the call. I am straightforward. I am very, and you're going to get a little bit of who Carlos Morales is. And we've lived through many things. And we've been able to help a lot of people get their life straight. Okay, because aside from this, we are also personal development coaches. And that we're not just Beachbody coaches. We've been able to train ourselves to the point where we can coach people on their life. So when we identify bad habits, we tell you. And we tell your coach. And your coach may tell you. Because bad habits are 98%ers. The 2%ers learn from those bad habits and turn it around. So why am I talking so much about mindset? The reason is because I know the number one reason why most people fail and they don't succeed at this. I know the number one reason why people just go out of their way to not get things done. You know what the number one reason is? The number one reason why people procrastinate? The number one reason why people say they don't have money? The number one reason why they say they don't have time? Excuses. That's the reason. Excuses. And excuses is a program built in 98%. I want you to swallow that pill real quick. Excuses is when someone says, yeah, but. When somebody tells me, yeah, but, I already know there's a story coming and a big fat excuse. Because write this down. You know what an excuse is? A well-planned lie. A well-planned lie. So when somebody says, yeah, but you don't understand, my situation is, oh, I already know. There's some kind of story coming. And the reason is that type of person still has not identified what their vision is. Because if you understand what your vision is and your priorities are straight, it doesn't matter where you go with your family. It doesn't matter really. Your family can live in a little hut. As long as you guys are together, you're good. But there's some people that are attached to things. They got their priorities the wrong way. So here you're gonna learn a little bit more about just being a Beachbody coach, I'm telling you. Because we want you to succeed. And excuses need to be stepped on. They need to be identified as soon as they come up. Immediately. You're gonna get rid of your excuses, and that's gonna equip you for you to handle excuses from people. Because you're gonna have authority to talk about that because you've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, took the picture, all of that. Because we cannot entertain excuses. So we're getting out of the 98% to the 2% mentality here. When you start your business this way, you cast a vision. Your mindset is correct, moving towards a 2%er. 2% of the population hold the wealth in this country. 2%. I'm talking about people that earn more than $400,000 a year or above. 2% of the population. That's where you're headed. That's where I want you to be. So as you transition, you must identify excuses, because that's going to be the number one reason why people fail. The number one reason why people stop, because they entertain excuses. And if you entertain your excuses, you most definitely are going to entertain other people when they come up with their excuses. Yeah, not right now, because when I hear people with that kind of language, I immediately know there's a story coming, and I just, okay, let me get ready for this. So I just, what I do, I get into a calm state to listen to them, and I let them speak. And when I let people speak, they really express their excuses. They express what's limiting them, because they don't know how to really commit to something. So I want you to identify that in yourself too. When we tell you, Coach Summit is non-negotiable if you want to build this business. And you go, yeah, but. And I'm like, okay. Until you surpass the, I would say the roadblocks that are intertwined with the excuses. You like somebody told me the other day, that's my birthday, I can't go to Coach Summit. We'll celebrate it, man. We'll buy you a freaking cake. You were gonna have fun over there. Oh, and this was 2 years ago. This was 2 years ago. My brother-in-law came to us and said, hey, I'm gonna get married. This is gonna be a huge event. We're gonna get married July 18 or something like that. And I'm like, sorry, bro. He's like, what? And we've been friends. I've been friends with him longer than my wife. I married my best friend's sister, okay? I know him since high school. And I was like, bro, I can't be there. Why? I got an event. Sorry. There are things that people are like, why would you do that? Why would you skip on an event so important? It's non-negotiable for us. Coach Summit is once a year, and is the culmination of everything we've done year to year. And as a coach, those dates are non-negotiable. And if you want to be a leader in this business, non-negotiable. And you're going to see as you keep going. So I want you to contact your coach and see what you got to do to make it to Coach Summit this July. Do what you got to do. Some people got to arrange who's going to take care of the kids and who's going to drive or who's going to fly. But somebody's going to do. What are we doing? My wife and I, we're flying the kids to New York. No, we're driving the kids to New York. Yeah, it's like 16 hours from here. We're going to drive the kids to New York, fly back, and do Coach Summit, and then go back and get them. That's what we're doing. And we've done this from the beginning. We have not missed a Coach Summit. We don't miss events. Non-negotiable. We do not miss events. The moment you start missing events, so does your team. Your team starts missing events. So those are things that I want to talk about today. And I don't want to make it longer than an hour. I want to keep it as short as an hour every time. There may be some topics that I may like stretch out because it's necessary, but I wanted to kick it off with this part about vision and for you to understand what kind of mindset you should have for the business. Now, if you have any questions, or if you have questions right now that you want to ask me, or anything that has to do with a struggle that you're going through right now when it comes to contacting, inviting, people responding to you and all that stuff, we can troubleshoot that real quickly. I have experience before Beachbody on troubleshooting, on recruiting and all that stuff. So I'm gonna open it up for like about 10 minutes for anyone to ask questions. Say something, introduce yourself. I don't care what it is, but this is free right here for you to open up and share your mind.
Okay, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, my name's Catherine. I follow Dulce. Dulce is my coach.
Dulce Vargas or Dulce Mateo?
Vargas.
Vargas, okay.
And so what I am a very one of the things I struggle with, or I know I struggle with, is that whole, networking, looking out for people about the program, and opening up. Even it was almost a bit of a struggle to like open a Facebook that's public, because I'm a very private person. But I do love her energy, and I love, I love, being able to get stronger. But it's that whole opening up and not selling, but promoting what you do, and how to do it in a way that you're more confident and that you attract customers and upcoming coaches. Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you get that skill set that's not naturally embedded to some people that are introverts?
Wow, that you hit it right on the nose. Thank you for sharing that. You hit it right on. You said skill set, and it is a skill. That's why you're struggling, because it's not something you have. It's not something that is natural, and especially if you're not a social butterfly.
I am not a social butterfly. Dulce is. I love her energy. I am not. I am the opposite, but I am very caring and very, helpful towards people. Just a very more solitude kind of person.
Right. And that was the direction I was going to go to, because you bring a special gift. So in the market, the people are looking for what you bring. So your strength is going to come out of your pores when you start sharing. Now, the thing is getting over the fear of what will people think. Because the people that say that they're introverts, it's because they have a fear of public speaking or being exposed, not being the center of attention. And like I said, it is a skill set. My wife is an introvert, but she doesn't appear to be, because on social media, she turns it on. And here's the reason she turns it on. She has a purpose on earth, and she's connected to that purpose. And her purpose is to help women identify what's holding them back and get in shape. She just loves that. She loves helping women unlock their potential and get out there. So that vision that she has for herself makes her come out of her cocoon. Every time she goes live or does a video or something, she's always telling me, I'm nervous. when you meet her in person one day, when we go to like Coach Summit, you're gonna be like, is that really Ivy? Like she's that like that? She's so intro. Like she's not like all over the place. Many people think because of the way that she comes out on videos that she's like really outgoing. No, she's really reserved. But it like what her vision is, what she wants to impact, what she wants to do in the world is such a fire that she doesn't care what people think. And I think that's the point where you got to get to is, do you care more about what people think about you than the impact that you can actually bring to the world?
Yeah, and I like that idea because so I've gone through a lot of injuries. I'm in the military, and so I've gone through some serious injuries, and I have a story that I like to share, which is like I hurt myself, but it's not going to stop me. I can keep moving forward. And that's kind of like my vision, is to help people when they're kind of down in their thoughts, like they can't do it. You can do it as long as you stay focused and have the right priority. So I
Okay.
see, I do have a vision. It's just opening up that cocoon of mine.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do it all at once, and you don't have to do it like wham, bam, here I am. No, but you can start and just start by simply sharing your journey and being who you are. The people that are not in your zone or in your, I guess, sphere of influence, they're gonna unlike and they're gonna unfollow and they're gonna leave. And then there's gonna be the people that are gonna fall in love madly with you. You're gonna have people that are gonna become your fans. You're gonna have people that are gonna love you, and you have to embrace people not liking you. You're gonna have to embrace people that, because I'm not liked by everyone.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
right.
I already have that concept down. Been in the military.
Exactly. Exactly. So, what branch was it? Is it
Army,
Army? Are you active duty?
yes.
Amazing. That's good. Thank you
Mhm.
for your service.
Thank you. 16 years strong, so
Boom. Yeah, you got a little bit more to go. A little
a
bit,
little bit more.
a little bit more. I did 21. I did 21. So it was a good time being in the service. But I would have not imagined being where I am right now, because I thought that I was going to be in a federal job somewhere. And that was not my dream job. This is my dream job. Being here with the kids and being able to make money from home. Oh yeah, this is amazing. So you are in the right place right now. You're in the right team. You have a good coach. She's very patient, very loving. So Dulce is gonna lead you correctly, and you have us. You have this community right here. You can ask us questions. You can connect with us, all of that stuff. So welcome, and welcome to the Wednesday night calls, which are gonna be a game changer for you, and they're gonna be a tool to develop. So thank you for being.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Nice. Thanks for sharing. All right. Anybody else?
I just have a quick question. Um, when you say reverse the vision, is that like make a plan to make the vision happen and come to life?
Yes. Reverse
Okay.
engineering just means you break it down into smaller steps. So you grab a big vision and you break it down in steps to get there.
Okay.
So like I said, let's say you want to make $10,000 in 1 year, then break it down per month. How much money you have to make per month to get there? And then break it down per week. Once you break it down per week, then break it down per activity. Because in reality, your activity every day tells if you're actually working towards your vision. When I talk to a coach and they're telling me that they're not contacting, that they're not inviting, that they're not actually having conversations with people on a daily basis, that means they're not connected to their vision overall. Because when you are doing daily activities that get you to that ultimate vision, to that ultimate goal you have. So if you break it down per year, then by 12 months, then by every month, and then weekly, you can easily identify what you need to do as activity, and then I'll just concentrate on activity. I don't focus on the goal after that. Once you break it down and you reverse engineer everything, I don't focus on that anymore. My daily activity is what gets me up in the morning. I know what I got to get done every day so that my business moves forward. As long as I'm hitting these, bam, 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 bam. We have a tracker that's called the Success Club system. As long as you're doing that daily, you are working your business. If you're not doing the Success Club tracker every day, what are you doing? Because Success Club is the building block of the business. If you're not following that, then talk to your coach and be like, I'm lost. I need to reconnect. I gotta get this Success Club thing. What do I need to do? So talk to your coach about that. If your
Okay.
coach is not available, send me a message. I don't care.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Carlos, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. So what do you think is most important as a technical new coach working part-time? Is it more important for you to grow the people that you have now, or to spend time looking for new in the social media?
Okay. This question is a good one. I love it. The reason I love it is because everybody has different goals. So I cannot give you a blanket answer for that one. It has to be on the individual's goals that they have for themselves and vision. It's like this. If I tell you, would you like to earn $10,000 a year doing this as a coach, or $50,000? You got to answer what, right? So when you say $50,000 in a year, I already know you can't just make that with challenge packs. Not possible. So you got to build a team for that. But if you tell me $10,000, yeah, you can do that with challenge packs. So it depends on the vision. It depends on what this person is trying to accomplish. So I imagine you're asking this because you want to grow your business in a certain way. You as a coach, and you start stepping into leadership, you need to identify what is the vision or the goals of that coach and help them build an activity to reach that goal. So, oh, I want to be a top 10 coach. Okay, that's a hefty goal. Do you know what it takes to get there? No. Okay, let's make a plan. Because to get to top 10 elite coach, there's certain activities you got to do every day. And your team has to do certain activities every day because it's a team effort to get to top 10. So there's different things and different scenarios. Not like that question that you asked cannot be answered by one thing. It has to be depending on the person's goals. Did I answer your question, or did I confuse?
You did. It's specific to my goal because.
Oh, it's your goal. Okay.
Yeah, it's specific to my goal because I know what I have right now as a team, and I need to make sure I know my vision, whether I want to move the team in a different scale, or where do I have to spend more time. But then you answer now by telling me, do I want to make 10,000 or do I want to make 50,000? So that did answer my question.
Yeah.
Or where do I want to move my team to?
Right. and the kind of activity you got to have every day.
Yeah,
Because
thank you.
if your activity is just to move product, you're going to be a retail person. You're just going to start retailing challenge packs and that's it. You're not going to build a team. But to build a team, you have to direct people to build skills. And if your people are not working on their skills, you're not going to have a team. You're just going to have a bunch of people consuming product.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I have a lot of people consuming products. I don't have, I haven't found those that want to work.
They are in there. The
Yeah, they are.
thing is, there's a skill you have to develop, which is called how to develop vision in people. Okay, that skill, once you learn that skill, people that look like they have nothing start to develop a vision for their life. But if you don't learn that skill, that stops you from sparking that little flame that somebody needs to get started. Once you learn that skill, and the only way you learn that skill is through leadership development. All right. And if you haven't said, I'm here at the Danny Johnson events, then you need to make sure that you say, okay, next event, I'm going to register. The reason being is because if you don't know how to develop a vision for yourself, how do you have authority to develop one for someone else? Okay, so say, okay, from today on, I'm going to say present. I'm here to those events. You got to be at the events that are for leadership development, which are the First Steps to Success events. So hopefully that helps you. Yeah. Hey, sometimes it's not comfortable to hear it, but it's necessary because we've been in the community of the Danny Johnson community 13 years. 13 years. So we know what it takes to come from 98 to 2%. I could get you there. I can at least show you how to make $500,000 a year, Beachbody income. I could teach you that. I could only teach you where I reached, right? What I've done. I'm not gonna teach you how to make $1 million a year in Beachbody when I haven't made it yet. Have we accumulated more than 1 million? Yeah. I could show you how to do that. I could show you how to get the Superstar Diamond. But if I wasn't one, then I wouldn't have the authority to show you how to do it. So if you want me to show you how to do it, all you got to do is say, okay, Carlos, what I got to do to get this done? And I'll give you a plan, but it's up to you to get the activities going. All right. Some people, I'm telling you, you got to come ready and don't be afraid because I am a straight shooter. All right. I might bring out something that is uncomfortable while you're telling me that. And I might get personal with you, but it's for your health. It's really because I really want you to succeed. And you'll see it at the retreats. Whenever you get to come, you'll see what I mean. Because we get really, really deep in the retreats. It's not like a spiritual thing. It's more of a equip you thing. Okay. All right, last one. And then we're done. Okay. Your cup is full, I guess. All right. So hopefully this call helped you a lot. And if it did, make sure that you don't come by yourself next time. Let's fill up this call. Let's run, let's share the word that this call helped you that is actually impacting the way you're thinking, the way that you're approaching the business and everything. So let's grow this call. The more this call grows, the bigger the team, the bigger the paycheck. Okay. So as you bring people, your people, to the calls, I will train them for you. See how that is? Duplicate the system. Don't try to duplicate yourself. All right. So, all right. So see you next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I want to give you a chance to say good night. All right. So everybody say good night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.